Welcome back to another episode of JDM for All, and welcome back, JDM fam. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that like button if you haven't already. It helps me out a lot. And today's video is my 1-year ownership of my Honda Civic Type R FK8. Absolutely love the car, and everything in this video is mostly going to be talking about why I love it, but also I do have some dislikes I will be mentioning in this video, and it's an amazing car, guys. I absolutely love it, and here it is right here. So I've done lots of things to this car, and I have to say overall it has been an amazing vehicle, and it has been my favorite car to own so far, and I do plan on keeping it forever. So I've already done mods to this car. I've driven it for a few thousand miles, and like I said, guys, I can't be any happier. It has been a great vehicle, and I just love it. So first, I'm going to be talking about the positives of this Civic Type R. By the way, guys, this Boost Blue is my favorite color. I absolutely love the Boost Blue. I love blue. It's my favorite color, and obviously the Championship White is epic. It's legendary. It is a great color that has been a Type R color for a long time, but I have to say this Boost Blue is one of my favorites that I absolutely love, and I'm glad I was able to get a Type R in this color. Alright, so the number one thing I want to start out about this vehicle is performance. It's a quick car. It will spin out in first, second, and third gear during the winter. It's the quickest car. It's probably one of the quickest cars I've ever owned. I love it. I love how it feels. And this car just feels great when going highway speeds or going around corners in twisty roads or whatever. I absolutely love it, and I also really like the adaptive suspension. The adaptive dampers make a big difference. Changing from sport to R mode, I can definitely feel a difference. Now, it will get bumpier. If you're on a slightly bumpy road, it's going to feel pretty bumpy. If you're on a really bad road, you probably don't want to be in sport or R. Now, if it's in comfort mode, it makes a huge difference with the pedal feel and the suspension feel. In comfort mode, it actually does dial back the performance. It feels a little slower. If you're giving it gas, you have to give it a little bit more gas to have the same performance as in R mode. That's pretty obvious, but also comfort mode does make it a lot smoother. It does feel a lot more comfortable. Now, I've heard people talk about this, and I agree with them. It would be really cool to have a mode that you can change up the modes and have the performance and throttle response of the R mode with the comfort of the comfort mode or sport mode. I think that would help, but it's not a deal breaker. I absolutely love the car, and how it sits stock is a great car, and I really don't have many complaints, but I do have a few. Now, going with performance, I have to say that this transmission in this car is amazing. It shifts so good, and it's actually satisfying to shift the gears. It just feels really good and precise. Doesn't feel sloppy or loose at all. You know you're in the gear when you put it in gear, and that is one thing that I really love about this transmission. Hondas are known for reliability. That is one selling point, and that is one reason why I love Hondas. And another thing that I love about my Type R is the aggressive looks. It has splitters stock from the factory. You can see them right there. The red badge as well looks amazing. And the FK8 does sport the Japanese styling a lot more than the FL5, even though I think both vehicles are very good looking. I do love the aggressiveness of the FK8, and that is one big reason why I love this car, is that the looks are just so unique. You know it's a Type R when you see one, and you're not going to mistake it for another car. Not to mention that these 20-inch rims are just amazing. I believe BBS makes these for Honda. They're awesome. There's the splitters on the sides, splitter on the back, and a big wing on the back as well with my carbon gurney flap. I love it. And another thing I love about this car is the interior and the seats. These seats are the best seats I've ever sat in. They're super aggressive. They have a really big bolster, as you can see. It actually is, it's a huge bolster. These seats are still super comfortable and they look great. They're super aggressive as well. And I just love them. I love the color scheme. I love the interior. Even this fake carbon fiber looks really good. I like it. And with the mods that I've done so far, I really like how it's coming out. You can see the Civic Type R number plate right there and the carbon around it, as well as all of the interior in here. It just looks really good, and I think it was tastefully done, even though it is very aggressive. And it feels like a race car, but it's still comfortable. So now that we went over a lot of great things that I love about the car, we're going to talk about some things that I don't like. Now, these are not deal breakers. I absolutely love this car, like I mentioned, but these are some things that you might want to look out for if you own a Type R or if you are shopping for one. If you're driving in any mode in the FK8 Honda Civic Type R and you go up a entrance, much like the entrance over there, if you go up sideways like you would with a lowered car or a sports car, one of the wheels might pick up, and I've noticed that I believe the spring will catch and it will make a loud clunk noise. If you don't go up the entrance at an angle, then it doesn't seem to do it. It does seem to do it if the entrance is worse, if it's more of an incline, but I've noticed if you try to go up it somewhat straight, not sideways, then it won't do it at all. But if it is a pretty good incline and you go up at a really good angle, as if you were trying not to scrape your lip, one of the back wheels just might lift up, and I did notice that it will create a pretty loud clunk. Another thing that I don't like is something about the transmission, and when the vehicle is cold, especially in winter, it will lock you out of first. So if the vehicle's cold and you come up to a light, and let's say you're going slow enough to put it into first, just rolling, you literally have to stop completely to put it into first. Otherwise, you just have to put it into second and slowly start rolling again. And that is one thing that is annoying. Like I mentioned, the stock FK8 does come with these 20-inch wheels with some really sticky tires that do pick up rocks and they do throw them. So you want to have PPF going along your fenders. I actually have it all along my fenders and on these side skirts right here as well. And that is because it will throw rocks and it will probably start to chip these areas in here. And you definitely want to look out for that. I will be buying rock protectors for in these areas. And that is just something to look out for. Not all Civic Type Rs are going to have sticky tires. Some might have aftermarkets. And the last thing that I really don't like about my Type R, it's not a big deal, and it is something that you can prevent, is water getting into the scoop. Now, rainwater, you probably would never notice, but if you're washing your car and you have hard water, I have noticed that I do get hard water stains on the plastic that goes over my radiator right there and on my engine. And that is another thing that really isn't a big deal, but it is just annoying. So out of all those things, I still love my Type R, and those aren't deal breakers. If you are looking into getting an FK8 Honda Civic Type R, I definitely recommend them. They are amazing vehicles, super fun, and just great all-around cars. So if you're shopping for a Type R or you already own one, those are a few things to look out for, some things that I love about it, and what I think about my car so far. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for making it this far. See you guys on the next video.